For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsals and family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video, it is Saturday. That means coin making methods lock in. Let's make some coins, boys. Now, before we get into the methods, if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, we do post coin making methods every single Saturday, so if you like these and you don't want to miss out on future videos, be sure to hit that red subscribe button down below. But if that wasn't convincing enough, hopefully my good friend Deontay Harris on the Saints can help convince you.
Just wanted to say, if you don't subscribe to Swift, I'll probably return the kickoff against your favorite team. Who that?
So yeah, do it for your NFL team, boys. Without further ado, let's hop into method number one. Okay, so getting into method number one of the video, I want to go over probably the most effective method all year in Madden 21. This is going to be working whether you're watching this video now or you're watching it months in advance. And all we're going to do for this method is we're going to start it off by taking advantage of the fact that training is so cheap right now. Training is incredibly cheap. We're going to look to snipe 89 overall players at a price of around 20,000 coins. In order to find these snipes, all I'm going to do is filter it down by the NFL playoffs program. If you're watching this later, filter it through the weekly program. So look over programs like heavyweights, veterans, rising stars. All those can be super effective. What we're going to do right now is snipe on this filter and buy one of these cards for 20k. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of activity. We get Rashawn Gary, and now what we're going to do is actually quick sell this card because these cards are going for an incredible CPT. So this Rashawn Gary card right here is going to quick sell for 3.6k training. With that 3.6k training, we're hopping into the store, and this is the easiest way to make coins if you guys are on a budget, or even if you do have a lot of coins right now, this can still be super effective. Now, what we're going to do is take advantage of these offensive playbook fantasy packs. As you guys can see, the defensive playbook fantasy pack is costing 150 training. The offensive playbook fantasy pack is also costing 150 training, which if we do the math there, 3,600 training points divided by 150 is going to give us an answer of 24. So from that card that we just bought for 20k, we can turn that into 24 playbooks. Now, once we know that, we can hop into the auction block here and take a look at the prices of some of these playbooks. So we're going to filter it down by the teams and playbooks that we know are expensive. So a lot of people right now are attempting to run Giants defense. It's something that's very, very popular. As you guys can see, Giants defense is selling for about 5,000 coins. When we do 5k times 24, that's giving us an answer of just under 100k. So we're turning 20k into almost 100,000 by selling off this playbook. But this isn't the only one that's effective. I would recommend you guys take a look at a lot of these. Right now, a lot of people are starting to run Jets offense. It's what a lot of people are running in the Madden Club Championship, and that's selling for 6,000 coins. You guys can take a look at these playbooks and find stuff that is popular. I personally run the Panthers offense. Panthers always selling for like 2k. Even if you only sell your playbook for 2k, you're turning 20k into 50. So you're basically doubling or more than doubling your coins on that. What I'm going to do right now is hop into the store, and we're going to start to purchase some of these playbooks. All you have to do is purchase this pack for 150 training points. You're going to be able to select any of the playbooks in the game right now. As you guys know, the Jets one is going to be pretty popular on offense, so we'll select Jets offense, and this is all we're going to do to knock this method out. We're going to continue to do this over and over again until we spend all those training points that we did just acquire, and this is an incredibly easy way to make coins, probably the best way to make coins right now in the game. This is the glitchiest method you guys can do. If you're starting off with almost no coins, like 20k, you can literally turn that into 100,000. I know prices are going to change after I make this, but even if these playbooks drop all the way down to 1,000 coins, you're literally still profitable on this, which is crazy. You can turn 20k into 24, and that's if the playbooks are selling for 1k. If you find a gem that's selling for 5k like these are, then you're just incredibly profitable. There's a lot of playbooks in here that are good. Take a look at 49ers offense. I believe that's what Thrones ebook is on. There's a whole bunch of stuff you guys can go through, so just look for a playbook that's selling for a good price. And that is going to be method number one. Let's hop into method number two. This is the glitchiest method in the game right now, though, so definitely hop on this. I would recommend that you at least get 189 and try this out, because it's an incredibly easy way to make coins. Okay, so sticking on the theme of training points, let's hop into method number two. This is something I would recommend you guys are always checking, and what we're going to do is roll some training into random offense or random defense team of the year players. Now, training is incredibly cheap right now, so it's awesome to take advantage of this, and essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to snipe 194 at 120k, 193 183 at a price of 80k, and 189 at a price of 20k. That is going to be 220k all in. When we quick sell all of those cards, we're going to be getting about 500 training points under the requisite amount, which honestly is close enough. You guys should have 500 trading in your binder, and with those 220k coins in spend, we're going to be able to get a random Team of the Year player. Now, the margins on this aren't absolutely crazy. They're not going to blow you away, but if we take a look at the all offense filter, which is much better right now, these cards are selling for like 260 to 250k on the minimum. Again, we're getting this done for 220, and then as we continue to scroll down, some cards are selling for 270, some are up for 280. Darren Waller's up for almost 300k. Dalvin Cook is up for almost 300k. Some of the offensive alignment are very expensive, so you guys can really make a lot of profit if you end up getting a lucky pull, and if you get an unlucky pull, it is what it is. You're still gonna make a little bit of coin. So now let's get into sniping, boys. We're gonna start it off by sniping a 94 overall player at around 120,000 coins. In order to find these snipes, the two filters I'd like to look at are legends as well as series redux. So on the legend filter right here, as you guys can see, we're actually finding a card on our first refresh. That's a little bit lucky. Obviously, if you guys wanted to, you can take more refreshes and try and find even better deals. As you can see, there's another card up for 120. We might actually purchase two of these right here, and we might do this roll twice in the video just to see how we can do. So 294s right there. That's pretty excessive, but again, we're doing this twice in the video. All you would do is take refreshes on this until you find a card up for cheap. It's going to be relatively easy to find these cards up for 120. There's a lot hovering right around that price point. And then when it comes to the series redux players, again, they're going to be selling for a very similar price. All it takes is one person to pull a new Chris Cooley, the long snap and son of a gun, and put him up for like 115 or 120, and you can easily snipe that card. Now, next up, we need a 93 at a price of 80k. This is generally the hardest card to snipe. We can take a look at legends, we can take a look at series redux, and those are really going to be the best filters when it comes to finding these snipes. On the series redux and the legend filter, you are going to have to go by all offense and all defense. So on the all offense filter right here, I don't see any of these 93s up for a price of 80. There's one up for 90, a little bit out of range. We'll take a look at defense and we'll take a look at legends. Right now, legends is probably the best one to look at, but it's still worth a check on series redux because some people just don't check the series redux filter, and sometimes you'll find these cards up for a really good deal and a really nice snipe. So let's take a look at legends here. We probably have a better chance at finding these legends anyways. We're going on to the newest section of this filter, and we're taking a look for 93s. We're hunting on this newest section. I don't see any right here. We can definitely take refreshers on this. As you can see, Jack Youngblood's up for 87. It's also worth a look on all offense. A couple of cards really close here on the all offense filter, just over the price point that we want. So what I'm going to do is merely refresh on this all offense filter. There's quite a bit of activity on it. You're going to see a lot of people posting up cards, and it's going to be very frequent, so you can find these snipes relatively easily. And I'll see you in a second once we hopefully get two of these 93s, because we are doing this pack twice. Okay, so a couple of slight overpays later, all we need is an 89 overall player to finish this off. We're going to try and find this 89 up for a price of around 20k. That's not going to be too challenging. All we want to do for this is go by the NFL playoffs program. If you guys are watching this a little bit later and there's a lot less activity on this NFL playoffs program filter, you can take a look at a lot of these other weekly programs like flashbacks, heavyweights, veterans. These ones are all going to be pretty solid. There's a pretty solid amount of activity on this, and you can definitely find these snipes relatively easily. As you guys will see right here, there's a lot of cards hovering around that 20k price range. All it takes is one person to post one up for cheap. But if you are watching this early and you're a Noti gang, firstly, shout out to you. Secondly, snipe on the NFL playoffs filter. As you guys can see, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson at 19-2. Pretty easy snipe right there. That is going to be under the 20k price range. I'll see you in a second once we land our final snipe, because we are doing this twice. I did buy two of all the cards. We'll be able to roll this pack twice and see what Team of the Year players we can pull. Okay, so here we go, boys. We're gonna quick sell all of these players, and this is gonna get us basically the perfect amount of training to open this pack up twice. Now, if you're doing it once, you're gonna be a lot closer. I believe we're about 1.5 to 2k training points off of doing this twice, but we are gonna be rolling the random offense Team of the Year pack. I don't really know what I want out of this. Hopefully we get a Darren Waller. I actually think that's the most expensive card. He's up for like 400k. This costed us 220. The first card we're getting is a Russell Wilson. I'll take it. I think he's up for like 270, so a little bit of profit. It's nothing too crazy, but again, these snipes really don't take you that long, and you have potential to get some really expensive cards. We get back-to-back Russell Wilsons. I don't know that that's the greatest right there. It's not the worst, obviously, don't get me wrong, but that isn't going to be the greatest. We'll see how much Russell Wilson is going for, actually. So Russell Wilson right now is up for about 260k. As you guys can see, there's a card right here up for 238. I think this is actually a bit of a snipe. I'm not going to buy it because the profit margins are pretty small, but we can definitely get like 266 for this card, which is going to mean we're getting like 240 to 245k after tax. That's about 25k per card, so 50,000 coins in profit. And again, these are some of the cheapest team of the week cards that we pulled. I thought Russell Wilson was actually going for a little bit more. As we take a look at this filter right here, I just want to show you guys that if you do get better pulls and you get a little bit more lucky than me, you are going to be a lot more profitable. Again, the team of the year offense filter is going to be the better one to do, so I would recommend you guys open that pack up. There's some pretty cheap defensive cards, but on the offensive filter, as you guys will see right here, Russell Wilson is going to be one of the cheaper cards up. His card actually did sell at that 238 price point, but he is one of the cheaper cards up. As we scroll down, there's going to be some pretty expensive cards as we continue to go. I believe Trent Williams is expensive. We have Quentin Nelson selling for a pretty good price, and as we go down even more, Darren Waller at like 300k is really good. I believe the center on the Packers is very, very expensive as well, so definitely a lot of opportunities to make really, really big profit off of this. We get a little bit unlucky, but I'll take it. It's free coins regardless. So let's hop into the final method right here. This one is relatively risky. I would still recommend you guys try it if you are a little bit higher up on coins. Again, that first method I posted is really, really effective. You guys gotta be doing that one. For this final one, what we're gonna be doing is sniping a 94 overall, again at 120k. Look how many are up right here. It is very, very easy to find these snipes. To find them, take a look at legends. Flashbacks is gonna be solid. We're gonna snipe one of these legend players right here at 120k, and we're gonna quick sell it and get 20,000 training points. So Leroy, welcome to the team. JK, yo ass is getting quick sell. So yeah, Leroy Selman right here is going to be quick selling for a price of around 20,000 coins, as you guys can see. And what we're going to do with those 20k trading points is we're going to roll 4 heavyweight packs. Now, these heavyweight packs cost you 5.5k training, so you are a little bit under-trained, I guess you could call it. You're under-trained by like 2,000 to 1,000 training points. It's about 1.5k training, so if we extrapolate that and we figure out how much 1.5k training is worth, again, a 89 overall card is going to quick sell for about 3.6k training. That costs 20k, so let's say this total investment of training is like 125k, and we're going to get 4 of these 89 to 91 overall heavyweights. Now, if you guys pull an 89, a 90, and a 91, which is most likely out of this pack, I can't iterate that enough or stress that enough, you have the exact same odds to pull an 89 as you do with a 91. And the thing about this method is all of the other packs in the training store right now, the flashbacks, the veterans, all of those packs have bad odds at pulling the higher cards because they have a plus sign after the pack. See, this one is an 89 plus overall rising star player. That's literally going to give you worse odds at pulling a good card. So this pack is in the store right now. It is probably going to go out of the store when they release new heavyweights, and look at that. We literally pull 3 straight 91s. That is so lucky. But when you guys think about it, it's actually not that crazy lucky. We have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a 91 every single time we rip a pack. If we get 4 91s in the video, that is kind of crazy. That is YouTuber luck. Okay, that is just YouTuber luck. I don't know how to explain that right there, but 4 91s, this is going to be kind of a crazy method right here. As we take a look at the prices of these 91s, they're currently selling for about 50,000 coins. As you can see, 50k for Carlos Dunlap, 50k for Ted Karras, 50k for Cameron Hayward. That's going to be about 200,000 coins after tax, so 125k into like 190 or 180 after tax. That's just beautiful right there. Very easy roll. We can do this a couple more times in the video and see how profitable we're gonna be, but off of the first roll, boys, we are very profitable. I should probably quit while I'm ahead if we're being completely honest, but hey, it is what it is. Let's take the risk again. It isn't really a crazy risk though, because if we take a look at prices, an 89 is going for like 25k, a 90 overall card's going for like 40k, so that's 65k combined. Then when we take a look at the prices of the 91s, those cards are selling for like another 50k. That's going to bring the total up to about, what, 110,000 coins or 115k, and that's only 3 cards. Again, you have the same chance at pulling each of them, so we're just saying, for example, you get one of all them, then you will have that final card to make you some profit. If you pull an 89 with the final one, you're not making a ton, but if you pull a more expensive card, then you're going to really make a lot of profit, or like 15 to 20k profit if you get unlucky. So there we go, another 94 overall. It is that easy to snipe these cards. We're quick selling him, and we're going to roll this pack again. Again, it's about 125k in terms of value when we open this pack up, because it is a little bit more than 20k to rip this 4 times. Again, you're spending like about 2 to 1.5k training extra on this pack, so you're spending like 400 more training points per pack than we really have. As we started off with a Lane Johnson right here, watch, we're gonna get 4 straight 89s, and I honestly can't be upset if we do. If we end up getting 4 straight 89s, that's 100,000 coins back in return, which is a little bit of a loss, so there definitely is a little risk as we pull a Kenny Clark right there. I hope we get a common roll. I hope we get like an 89, a 90, and a 91 in this, because that's really likely. You're really likely to get each of those cards as you rip this pack. I can't stress that enough. I know I keep saying that. I probably sound like an idiot, as there we go. An 89, a 90, a 91. Now, this final card right here is going to determine how much profit we make. If we pull an 89, we don't make a ton. If we pull a 91, we are making a killing, as we're going to be getting an 89 overall Laramie Tunsil. So taking a look at prices right here again, guys, we've got the 289s. Those are selling for like 50,000 coins each, or 50,000 coins combined by mistake. Some of these cards actually have a little bit more value. Some of them are a little underpriced. We can probably get like 27 for Lane. We're going to be selling this Kenny Clark right here, so we have 50k plus about 40. That brings us up to like 90, maybe a little bit less after tax. And then Andrews Pete is going to go for like 50k as well, which is going to bring the total up over our profitable section. We should be sitting at about 130k after tax, so about 5k in profits on a pretty common roll, right? A 90, a 91, and an 89. And like I said, the final card was going to determine if we make a lot or if we make a little. We pull an 89, we don't make very much. If we were to pull a 91 there, we're making like 20 or 30k. So very easy methods in today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, leave a like, hit that sub button if you are new, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.
So,